official orthopedic physicians of Davidson basketball. Now let's go live courtside and join the voice of Wildcat basketball, Jared Latch.
The Davidson Wildcats are off to a great start, rattling off 4 straight wins to kick off the season. And now the Cats set their sights on number 5 as they take the court in the Shriners Children's Charleston Classic. Friday greetings from inside TD Arena. I'm Jared Latch alongside Peyton Gallagher. The Cats are coming off a game in which they hung on against Bowling Green, 91-87. And now, PG, they face off against a foe from the ACC.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Jared. It's a great opportunity for Davidson to play an ACC opponent in Boston College. The Cats have really shown their increased perimeter depth so far this season. We're hopeful that we'll have our full roster of the big guys tonight, which will really help. Whenever Sean Logan's in the game, the defensive numbers increase dramatically because of his rim presence. One thing that's really hampered Davidson so far has just been the turnovers. Their offensive efficiency ranks in like the top 5 in the country, but overall numbers due to the turnovers, it's down to like 100 or so. So, they've shown their depth. Hunter Adam has come in and really been a force that Davidson can rely on, and we'll talk about Nick Coble later as well. So it's been a good start to the year, and this should be a great opportunity to continue.
And Sean Logan will be back today. We know he sat out, preventative measures with that knee. It was a normal progression, had some swelling, sat out last game. He's a go, so the front court will be at full strength or close to full strength, which will be a good thing here against a physical Boston College team.
Yeah, and you really look to guys like Josh Scobins and J.Q. Roberts are so much better when they have guys like Sean and Ian Plateau in the game to allow them to play their natural kind of stretch 4 position. So when those 4 guys are healthy and ready, the Cats are much stronger in the front court.
Davidson here today in search of its first 5-0 start since the 2015-16 season. That brings us to our first break here on the Pepsi pregame show. And we come back, we'll check in with the voice of the Eagles. You're listening to Davidson Wildcat basketball from Learfield.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
The happiest you is the healthiest you, and the healthiest you is the one that chooses Atrium Health. As the region's most trusted healthcare partner, we're committed to helping people live mindfully, meaningfully, and joyfully in every community, large and small. And every day we're finding new ways to make unrivaled health easier, more personalized, and more complete than ever before. The best care for a more full life. Atrium Health, official healthcare provider of the Davidson Wildcats.
It's bow time. Carolina legends aren't born. They're handmade, only in Bo's Real Southern Kitchen. It all starts with fresh, never frozen chicken marinated for 24 hours in a flavor-packed blend of bold Southern seasonings. Then we hand bread and fry it to crispy, juicy, mouth-watering perfection. That's not just any chicken, that's the Carolina legend. Order some Bojangles and taste what everyone's been craving since 1977. It's bow time.
With nationally recognized experts, robust research initiatives, and best-in-class innovative offerings, Ortho Carolina is your primary care physician for musculoskeletal care that is better at every step from start to finish. Ortho Carolina is committed to supporting athletes in their pursuit of excellence, both on and off the field. And we are honored to be the teammates of these dedicated student athletes, their coaches, and the surrounding Carolinas community. Learn more about Ortho Carolina at orthocarolina.com.
Welcome back to the Pepsi pregame show. Let's preview and diagnose the opponent in today's Atrium Health Advanced Scouting Report. Atrium Health, live fully. Once again, here's Jared Latch.
It's a pleasure to welcome in the voice of the Eagles, Josh Maurer, to the Pepsi pregame show. Josh, this Boston College team now has 5 games under their belt. What has emerged as the early season story for the Eagles?
Well, Jared, I think the biggest storyline is the fact that they've lost 2 of those 5 games, but they really, you could argue, should be 5-0. The losses that they had at Florida Atlantic in overtime on opening night, and then at home, a crusher against a low major team in Central Connecticut State. Both of those games, BC was winning in the final minute. In fact, at Florida Atlantic, they had a 5-point lead with under 50 seconds left, and they had the ball. And they still ended up kind of letting that slip going into overtime, and they fell in OT. And then against Central Connecticut State, which is a team that, frankly, Boston College should have handled pretty easily, at least on paper. They had another pretty big lead in the second half. They were up double digits. Central Connecticut hung around. BC went cold, missed a bunch of shots in the closing minutes, and Central Connecticut beat them right before the buzzer. So all of a sudden, you had 2 losses in games that probably should have been wins. And 5-0 at this point would sound a whole lot better than 3-2, which is where Boston College currently stands.
When it comes to overall expectations and the style of this team looks to play, how would you break that down?
Well, Earl Grant uses the mantra that his teams are gritty, not pretty. And I think that kind of fits this team again this year. On Tuesday night, they beat Hampton, a CAA team, and they only scored 63 points, but they played really good, solid defense. That's kind of the way that Earl Grant wants his teams to play. The staple for him is always going to be on the defensive side of the ball. And Hampton really struggled to score the ball the other night back in Chestnut Hill. So I think if you're looking stylistically, generally it's going to be a lower scoring game if Boston College has it its way. And they're going to hold you down in the 50s or 60s. Now, that's harder to do against Davidson. I know that from remembering watching Bob McKillop games, and I know that Matt McKillop's the same way. They want to get up and down the court and shoot a lot of threes and score. So this will be a contrast of styles, no question about it.
Rosters often don't resemble the previous year. How does this roster look year over year?
Very different. Although the number 1 scoring option is back. Boston College was they thought, fortunate to keep Donald Hand Jr. Fans who remember the old ACC days with Virginia might remember his father, Donald Hand, who played for Pete Gillen back in the late 90s, was a really good scoring guard at Virginia. Donald Hand Jr., he's been for a couple of years now the number 1 scoring option for Boston College. Really struggling to shoot the ball, though, this year, which has been the biggest surprise probably for Boston College. But other than that, they brought in a bunch of guys out of the portal, as teams do these days. And I think the biggest trademark is they've gotten more athletic. This is a team that's bigger, more just disruptive length, and the pieces that they brought in out of the portal seemed so far to be upgrades from what they had last year and what was admittedly a down season.
Appreciate the conversation and the insight there from the other side. And we know this Boston College is a team that is aggressive, and they want to dictate a slower tone, or at least that's what happens naturally with the way they play.
Yeah, I think they're just naturally very physical defensively. They want to get up and get in your face. They attack the glass with aggression. Offensively, they run their offense very similar to in my opinion, to what we saw from the Charlotte 49ers a week or 2 ago, with a lot of ball screens and looking to kick out and shoot threes. And if Davidson can make those threes contested, they're shooting at a very low percentage, under 25% overall.
That brings us to our next break. We'll hear from Wildcat freshman Ian Plateo. You're listening to Davidson Wildcat basketball from Learfield.
As the 5th largest insurance broker, Hub International has served the people and businesses of North Carolina and beyond for over 30 years with commercial lines, employee benefits, personal insurance, and retirement and wealth services. Hub doesn't just broker insurance. They work closely with clients to help them make important and informed decisions every day when it comes to protection and their future. Hub gets you ready for tomorrow. Call 704-892-9297 and visit their website at hubinternational.com. Hub International, proud to support the Davidson Wildcats.
As a proud supporter of Davidson College Athletics, Ivester Jackson Christie's International Real Estate is one of the most trusted and experienced real estate firms in the Charlotte, Lake Norman, and High Country areas of North Carolina. The brokers are experts at marketing and locating the best properties in the region. Although they lead the region's luxury segment, they're also a popular choice for buyers and sellers at all price points. Visit IvestorJackson.com to check out current listings and find a broker who's right for you. Go Wildcats!
The Davidson Village Inn is proud to be a sponsor of Davidson Athletics. Located just across from the campus, the European-style 18-room inn serves a fresh breakfast buffet, afternoon tea, and true Southern comfort with a Wildcat twist. So when planning a trip to Davidson to cheer on the Cats, or for that special getaway, we invite you to call 704-892-8044 or check them out at davidsoninn.com.
As a proud supporter of Davidson College basketball, the team at Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet also stresses the staples of trust, commitment, and care. They care about their customers and have honest, out-the-door pricing with no hidden fees. Choose from a huge selection of Chevrolet cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet will be there after the sale with award-winning service. Go to the dealer you can trust. Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet. Find new roads on Highway 16 south of Newton and online at earnhardtchevy.com.
Ian Plateo made his season debut against Bowling Green, and what an impressive debut it was, showing off elite passing while compiling 8 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 blocks, and 2 steals in 19 minutes. Sports Information Director for men's basketball, Sam Hyman, caught up with the Wildcat freshman before the start of the season, and he touched on the special bond he has with his older brother.
Basically, he introduced me to basketball. I mean, I started playing basketball because of him, because when I was 3 or 4 years old, I went to watch some of his practices, and I was telling my mom, my dad, like, I want to do what he's done, so I want to play basketball. So I started playing basketball with him, and then from then I was just love at first sight. So, yeah, he's been my best friend forever.
What's your earliest or favorite basketball memory when you were a kid, maybe before the age of 15?
I'd say just all the travels, all the opportunities I had to travel to play or to watch my brother play, because we played in the same club, and just going to different cities around Spain with my family, or going myself to play with the team. It was great. All the cities that we've been through, all the teams we played against, it was a great experience playing in Spain.
Was there anybody else that helped kind of shape your basketball journey?
I mean, my parents, they both played basketball growing up. They met thanks to a basketball team. So basketball has always been in my family. So I think that even if I didn't start playing because of my brother, I would have started playing.
Are you the tallest person in your family?
I am right now, yeah.
You had the opportunity to play the U18 Eurobasket gold medal and MVP. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. What did you learn about yourself from that experience the most?
Well, Eurobasket is always really fun to play. Played last year, played the year before. And I think the thing that I learned the most is just to be a team. I think that I won MVP, but there was like 2 or 3 guys on my team that could have won MVP. And if you look at all the games, like, it was a team victory. It was never one guy that stood out all the games. So the thing that I learned the most is, like, to be a team, to form this great like chemistry between us. And we all know each other. Most of us know each other from a lot of years before. I think that was the most important part about it.
So what did your recruiting process look like, and how did you find Davidson?
Well, the first time I talked to Coach McKillop, he saw me play in Finland 2 summers ago, with the under-18, and I guess he liked what he saw. And then he got in contact with my family, with my agents, and then throughout this whole season, we've been talking, 3 or 4 Zoom calls. After I committed, I got the opportunity to come here to do a visit, which was great because I got to see everyone. My parents came as well. Know everyone, meet everyone, and just to see the facilities and everything. So coming here with my parents, they were thrilled about what they saw, and the environment with the players and the coaches and everything. It felt really good.
When you take the court here at Davidson, what type of player are you? How would you describe yourself?
I'd say I'm always try to do the right play for the team. If it's helping out a teammate on defense, going to get a bucket myself, or giving an assist to another teammate, or even if it's just supporting my teammates. I think I'm always trying to be there for my teammates, trying to organize a little bit, and overall trying to make the right play.
Great stuff there from Ian. As a guy who just turned 18, it's pretty impressive. One, his maturity and also his knowledge of the game. And it was really cool to see how after the Bowling Green game, he admitted to that previous coaches and even this coaching staff have said at times you got to be a little bit more selfish and not so selfless, always looking to find the cutter or the right pass.
It's going to be exciting to see him back out on the court here this afternoon. It's time for another break on the Pepsi pregame show. Up next, Wildcat head coach Matt McKillop. You're listening to Davidson Wildcat basketball from Learfield.
Welburn White & Schmidt Dentistry has served as the leader and preferred provider of dental services in Cornelia since 1993. Their experienced staff has been trusted to service Davidson Scholar athletes for over 20 years. Welburn White & Schmidt use the most advanced technology and are committed to improving the quality of life of the community through enhanced dental services. Give yourself the gift of a bright smile and visit the official dentist of the Davidson Wildcats. Schedule an appointment at wwsdental.com or call 704-896-7955. And go Cats!
Stay with a member of our team. The Homewood Suites by Hilton is located just off exit 30 on I-77, less than 2 miles from Davidson College. This newly renovated all-suite property offers 128 suites with fully equipped kitchens in every room. Enjoy the indoor pool, on-site gym, free Wi-Fi, and a complimentary hot breakfast every morning. And fantastic location with local restaurants in walking distance. The Homewood Suites offers convenience and hospitality for all Davidson fans. Be sure to ask for the welcome home rate when you're making your reservation at 704-987-1818.
When you're on the move and looking for nonstop college sports action, get the Varsity Network app and take the game with you everywhere. Stream live play-by-play from schools across the country right from your phone, free. Catch hundreds of weekly podcasts, including shows from your favorite teams, all in one place. From football Saturdays to midweek hoops, it's your all-access pass to the college sports world. Whether it's game day or just your daily drive, the Varsity Network app has you covered. Download now and listen live for free on the Varsity Network app.
Today's pregame interview with Davidson head basketball coach Matt McKillop is fueled by Pepsi, born in the Carolinas. With the coach, here's Jared Latch.
Matt, as you enter the Charleston Classic, you're coming off a nice win against Bowling Green, a game that including an interesting final 2 minutes. What did the debrief the last few days look like for the Cats?
We talked about how well we have played. You think about the Charlotte game, we were really, really good for 38 minutes. Washington State, 40 minutes. In that Bowling Green game, we were great for 36. Those last 4 minutes were chaotic, and we've seen that we have struggled against pressure, but we've decided to attack it, and we believe we're going to be the best team in the country at attacking pressure because we've seen it more than anybody. We played 18 possessions against the trapping pressure in our most recent game, and we've seen where we need to get better. We've seen what we need to add. We've seen who to put in what position, in what spot. We've seen all the little details and habits that are going to make 11 turnovers turn into 0 turnovers. So we're going to have to show that we could do that. But we're confident that we're going to be significantly better. But I think we've seen how capable we are of playing great defense, even without Sean this past Saturday. And I think we've seen what kind of offensive firepower we have when we play together.
This Wildcat team is 10th in the country in three-point percentage, with Hunter Adam a huge part of that. Other than shooting the ball with confidence, what else is factored into this hot start from the outside?
I think when you have the depth and the talent we have, and we're playing a lot of different guys and giving them rhythm, there's confidence that comes with it, but there's freedom that comes with it. Now, we've got to find that balance because freedom has now resulted in a significant number of turnovers in each of our games so far. Most of our baskets are assisted. We have, I think, 63% of our shots, our field goals have been assisted on, which means we play unselfishly. We're not just bringing the ball up and making wild shots. We've made some challenged shots, but we've got guys that are very capable of making them, but they all fit our style, and we're sharing the basketball to make some of those shots easier. So, we got some inside-out threes from Ian. We got guys shooting threes off of screens, got guys shooting threes off the dribble. We've been able to do it different ways, but you think of the number of different players that have made threes for us already in 2 weeks of our season. I think we just have great firepower when we also have guys that are capable and confident in making their shots.
You mentioned Ian. We got to see him last Saturday for the first time. His passing was spectacular. How would you describe his unselfish approach to the game?
It's always been, in my opinion, what he does best is his ability to pass, his ability to see. He is a really, really good screener off the ball and screener on the ball. And he gets guys open, and he knows how to use an angle and roll the right way to catch and finish. But also he's so good at seeing immediately on every catch to deliver a pass right where it needs to go. It was his first game, and we hope that continues. But I guarantee you Boston College and whoever we play on Sunday, but Boston College is going to see that and say, hey, this kid's 18. He We're going to be as physical as possible to make things difficult. So Ian knows it. Ian's going to continue to get better. He has to be aggressive as well. That's going to allow him to take advantage of his unselfishness. I don't think you could have asked for a more impressive start to a career than what Ian did last Saturday.
And you get Boston College here in game one in Charleston. They seem to be a team that's content playing a low-scoring game. What have you seen that stands out overall about the Eagles?
Yeah, I don't know if anybody's ever content with playing a low-scoring game, but their pace usually dictates that. And their pace comes from being a very aggressive, very physical, sometimes denying, sometimes playing gaps defensive team. Their head coach was at Charleston, and they were a great defensive team before he'd been at Boston College, and before then he was at Clemson with Brad Brownell. And we've seen this defense over the years, and it's really nothing crazy systematically, but they're good at it, and they make things very challenging. So we're going to expect some long possessions offensively, but that doesn't mean we're going to stop attacking them. That doesn't mean we're going to not try to score quickly. And then, conversely, on the offensive end, they have a lot of freedom, and they take a lot of shots off the dribble and transition. They're going to shoot if they're open. The pace is often dictated by their defense, but they have a lot of talented offensive players.
Matt, leave us with your keys to Wildcat success here against BC.
Well, you just mentioned the pace, and the key is for us to attack and play as fast as we're capable of playing while under control and getting great shots. So we know that we may have to work one action, another pass, another screen, go inside, kick it out. We know we're going to have to work to get good looks, but we know we're very capable of playing that way. Playing the way we want to offensively, not letting their pressure put us on our heels, but also not letting their pressure make us play fast. That is going to be the key on the offensive end. Defensively, there's going to be a lot of one-on-one basketball. They create space. They use a ball screen to pass to hopefully have space for somebody to quickly attack. And they have some capable shooters. So being really locked in one-on-one defensively and containing our man, but that's only as good as you can trust your teammates behind you and trust your teammates next to you to be in the right position. So being really connected to eliminate their ability to attack the paint with physicality and athleticism. And then it's going to be a war on the glass. They've got a very big front court. They've got guards that are athletic and sneak in for rebounds. We have not been the defensive rebounding team that we typically are, and that's going to hopefully be a great step forward today.
Matt, appreciate the time. Good luck this afternoon.
Thanks so much, Jared.
Coach McKillop's keys to the game were presented by Bojangles. When it's Wildcats game day, that means it's bow time.
It's time for the starting lineups. First for Boston College and head coach Earl Grant. The Eagles enter play this afternoon at 3-2. This is how they will start out. Fred Payne, he is a redshirt sophomore, 6'1", 185 out of Grambling, Louisiana. Comes in averaging 12.2 points. Team leading 17 assists as well as 8 steals. Chase Forte, 6'4", graduate guard, 190 pounds out of Raleigh, North Carolina. Forte averaging 8.6 points and just over 3.5 rebounds. Donald Hand Jr. out of Virginia Beach, Virginia. Redshirt junior guard, 6'5", 210. He's averaging 14.8 points and 7 rebounds. Jaden Hastings, redshirt sophomore forward, 6'9", 240 out of Orlando, Florida, and IMG Academy. Hastings averaging 5.8 points, 4.6 rebounds, and leads the team in blocked shots with 9. And rounding out the starting 5 is Aiden Shaw. He is a senior forward, 6'9", 210 out of Overland Park, Kansas. He's averaging 4.6 points, team leading 9.2 rebounds, and second on the team in blocks with 7. So again, the starting 5 here for Boston College. That includes Payne, Forte, Hand, Hastings, and Shaw. Now for the Wildcats and head coach Matt McKillop. In season number 4, the Cats enter the afternoon at 4-0. Davidson's lineup is powered by Ortho Carolina, the official orthopedic physicians of Davidson Wildcat basketball. They will line up with Manny Joseph, sophomore forward, 6'7", 190 out of London, England, averaging 3.8 points and 3 rebounds. Josh Scovins, junior forward, 6'6", 230 out of Greensboro, North Carolina. Scovins averaging 8 points and 3.3 rebounds. Parker Fredrickson, junior guard, 6'4", 185 out of Bixby, Oklahoma, averaging 11.8 points, team leading 8 steals. Sam Brown, junior guard, 6'3", 185 out of Marion Station, Pennsylvania, team leading 12 assists. He's averaging 9.5 points. And Sean Logan, senior forward, 6'10", 240 out of Westfield, New Jersey, team-leading 11 blocks, averaging 4.7 points and 3 rebounds. So Joseph, Scovins, Frederickson, Brown, and Logan here this afternoon for the Cats. Well, that's going to wrap things up here on the Pepsi pregame show. The tip between Davidson and Boston College is coming up next from Charleston. You're listening to Davidson Wildcat basketball from Learfield.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
For over 20 years, Doctors Metwally, Best, Schmidt, Hamp, and Doe at University Eye Associates have taken care of the vision and eye care needs of the Davidson Wildcats, both in the classroom and on the fields of athletic competition. University Eye delivers not only for the athlete, but for the coaches and their respective families. Davidson Athletics is committed to excellence, character, and the community, all of which are embodied in the staff of University Eye Associates. University Eye is the official eye care provider for the Davidson Wildcats.
Whether it's a big-time win or you're making a comeback, a Legacy Federal Credit Union is on your team. Need a car loan or want to switch to a free checking account? How about consolidating your student loans or starting that business you always wanted? At Legacy, we help our members pursue their goals and achieve financial wins. Member-owned and focused, we're proud to offer personal guidance that helps you keep a healthy perspective on your finances through good times, tough times, and even game time. Learn more today at alegacy.org. Proud partner of the Davidson Wildcats.
Get immediate orthopedic advice anytime, anywhere with OrthoCarolina's collaboration with the Hurt app. Around the clock, every day of the year, connect with specialists for free virtual consultations right after an injury. Download the Hurt app from the App Store and ensure expert guidance is just a tap away. Brought to you by OrthoCarolina, the better choice in orthopedic care every step of the way.
Trust.
Crazy shot from the corner that goes down.
Commitment.
Had it stripped away, got it back, got hammered, and he got it to go.
Care.
Blooms top of the circle looking for another. He's got back-to-back trips. Locked in and loaded.
Live play-by-play coverage of Davidson College basketball is powered by OrthoCarolina, official orthopedic physicians of Davidson basketball. Today's game is also brought to you by North Main Financial Group, Strategic Thought, Compassionate Service, Hub International, preparing you so you're ready for tomorrow. Visit Lake Norman, a trip you will never forget.
Drops it to Joseph on the baseline. Pretty play and a nice finish there by Manny.
Domino's Pizza, proudly served inside Belk Arena. And by University Eye Associates, official eye care provider for the Wildcats.
Hands it on to Tripp, who drives and pass to the corner. There's a drive baseline elevation. Manny Joseph erased the dunk.
Now for the call of today's game, here's the voice of Davidson basketball, Jared Latch.
The Wildcats find themselves in a familiar city, the Holy City, for a familiar event, with the Cats making a 5th appearance in the Charleston Classic, starting with a second all-time meeting against the Eagles of Boston College. Welcome back inside TD Arena alongside Peyton Gallagher. I'm Jared Latch. And PG, there's a lot of great value, not only being in this city that we're familiar with, but also in the structure of these events.
Yeah, and this event is a little different this year with dividing the 18 field up into 2 teams, 2 brackets of 4, but this program overall, since Bob McKillop took over, has really valued the early season MT multiple team events and built a really strong relationship with ESPN Events that runs tournaments like this, the one in Orlando. We were in Atlantis, we were in Maui, but unfortunately had to play in Asheville due to COVID. So these tournaments are opportunities to get quality opponents and also learn how to play come A10 tournament play.
And for the Wildcats, historically now, this is their 5th appearance, as I mentioned. In the 2 brackets, they're tied with Clemson for the all-time most appearances here in the Charleston Classic. John Axel Goodmanson back in 2018 in this event had a career-high 33 against Wichita State. The officials today are Mark Schnurr, Alfred Smith, and Jason Baker. Earl Grant, head coach at Boston College in his 5th season. He's 64-74. Matt McKillop in his 4th. These teams are just meeting for the 2nd time. They met at the old Charlotte Coliseum, now Bojangles Coliseum, in the opening game of the Charlotte Invitational back in 1970. And the Eagles won that game 72-67. So both teams on the court. Mark Schnurr will walk the ball to the center of the court.
We've seen a lot of Mr. Schnurr here lately this year.
We have. So another familiar face to go with this theme. Ball is up and tipped. It's into the backcourt and into the Davidson offensive zone. It was corralled by Scovins. He gave it off, and now he gets it back. Left wing beyond the three-point line. There's Fredrickson, stops at the right elbow, back out top to Scovins, to Sam Brown. Decided not to pull the string on a 3. Joseph Scovins, baseline, gets his way in, jump up and good. Nice little right hand, a little half hook shot to get the Cats on the board.
Yeah, they really want to use his physicality, and he has some really subtle, solid post moves.
BC with their first offensive possession of the afternoon. A catch at the right elbow. BC moving right to left on your radio dial. Inside spin, and the shot is up and good by Hastings. And we are tied at 2, just shy of 1 minute into this opening half. Sam Brown stops the dribble outside, gives up to Shine Logan. He's on the right wing beyond the three-point line. Nice bounce pass inside, but Fredrickson brings it back out. Right wing stops, mishandles for a moment. Back to Shine Logan. Backs his way in, turns, got hit, and got it off glass. Did not get the foul, but he powered through the contact. Put the Cats up 4-2.
The front court showing its strength here early.
And that's going to be important against an aggressive and physical Boston College team. And Shine Logan erases his first shot of the day. But on the second effort, Hastings gets his second bucket, and we're tied at 4.
Cats have to rebound as a collective unit.
Scovins, right wing, right elbow, pass to the corner to Sam Brown. He's going to put up a 3, spun off his hand and put it through. A deep connection there for Sam Brown, close to the corner, and the Cats are up 7-4. Cats are 3 of their first 3. Boston College now 3 of 4 after that jumper by hand. And that was a 3-ball by hand. There's inside Scovins again, but that time could not get it to go. It looked like basket interference. But the Cats did not get the call, and Forte has it back at the other end for Boston College. High ball screen, he goes around it, he drives and gets in for the easy bucket. And Boston College takes a 9-7 advantage. It was 17-16 to play in the first half. Sam Brown in the lane, kicks it back out. Scovins going to square up and shoot a 3. That's no good. Rebound taken by Hastings. And back the other way with Forte. He settles around the top of the circle, picks up the dribble there. Gave it off, gets it back, and backs it out close to the logo. J.Q. Roberts getting ready to check in. Screen up top. Popping up top was Hastings. He's going to go in front of the Davidson bench, and that 3-ball no good by hand.
There's a classic example. BC ran 3 ball screens, and then they love to throw the cross-court pass for 3s, and hopefully they miss with their percentage.
Shine Logan back outside. Scovins drives, absorbs contact, but his shot is short. The ball was knocked away, but into the hands of Hastings, and he had a quick outlet pass to Payne. Boston College up by 2 here early. The pass inside, now baseline. And the shot is missed by hand, but a foul is called against Shine Logan. That will be Sean's first and team first, as Roberts and Devin Brown will get set to check in for the Wildcats. Davidson has not scored in a little over 2 minutes. Cats are 3 of 6 from the floor. They've missed their last 3. Boston College 4 of 6. Both teams 1 of 2. Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet 3 balls. And the first free throw is up and missed by hand. Has that hitch to his shot that we saw this morning on film.
I mean, it puts a big challenge on all the players around the paint to not leave early, because it really looks like it's going up right away.
You can almost compare it to Charles Barkley's golf swing. And Hand makes the second.
The old golf swing.
Yes, he's done a nice job reinventing his golf swing. 10-7 Boston College. Just under 16 to play in the first half. Sam Brown, left wing, pass to Scovins, over to Devin Brown, right wing, and he had it knocked away from behind. They get it up ahead, and going in for the layup is Hand. A turnover for the Wildcats. They've had issues with turnovers to start this season. They trail by 5. There's Fredrickson. Good look at 3, and that one's short. And the Cats now 1 of 3 from the outside. Payne is across the top of the circle. Pass onto the right wing to Forte. Right in front of head coach Matt McKillop. A high ball screen. Slipping that. Still outside. Payne. Top of the circle. Forte 3. No good. Rebound is loose. And Boston College is there for a 50-50. But he stepped on the end line, so the Cats get away with it, and they'll have possession of the ball when we come back.
Yeah, those 50-50s are something that Davidson is really going to have to control to prevail in this game.
15:08 to play first half. BC up 12-7. You're listening to Davidson Wildcat basketball from Learfield.
Most people in radio commercials talk really fast. But we made this one for RV owners. Progressive knows they like the slower pace of RV life, like this commercial. And they know Progressive will protect their RV at a fair price with discounts. Now here comes the fast part. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Wildcat fans, visit the Sheraton 4 Points Hotel, the premier Marriott and Sheraton property in Huntersville. The hotel is located off exit 25 on I-77, across from Burkdale Village, convenient to Davidson. Featuring over 2,000 square feet of meeting space, the 4 Points is perfect for business meetings as well as mid-size events. In each guest room, there's fast and free Wi-Fi, coffee, refrigerator, and microwave, along with a 24-hour fitness center. Visit their full-service bar and restaurant that serves a hot breakfast buffet and a la carte dinner menu. The Sheraton 4 Points Charlotte Lake Norman is the perfect Wildcat destination.
At Jimmy John's, we don't want you to just have lunch. We want you to dominate it. So get rid of the brown bag and order a Jimmy John's sandwich, which, if you haven't heard, we also have toasted sandwiches now, all made with fresh veggies, premium meats and cheeses, and bread baked fresh all day, every day. And remember, it's not a meal without a side of chips and a delicious cookie. So take back your lunch and savor all the flavors with Jimmy John's. Order at jimmyjohns.com or on the Jimmy John's app.
Led by Doctors Coleman and Ferran, Carolina Oral and Facial Surgery is built on a promise to provide their patients with the ultimate care while treating them with respect, courtesy, and compassion. Visit them at www.charlotte-oms.com. And find holiday gifts on their wish list and yours with Ease This Season. And get great deals along the way at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. Back inside TD Arena. Here at the Charleston Classic. Wildcats 1 of 2 games. This is the first against Boston College. The Eagles on an 8-0 run over the last 2 minutes and 49 seconds of this ball game. They lead the Cats 12-7 here early. A Wildcat lineup now with Hunter Adam, Nick Koval, Roberts Blooms, Devin Brown, and JQ Roberts. Devin Brown comes off the screen over to Koval. He's going to drive, a lot of contact, and that doesn't bother him. He still gets the finish in the lane. Tough play and a tough bucket there by Koval.
Yeah, he's shown his toughness so far and willingness to get in the lane and make contested shots.
Cats back at the defensive end. down by 3, 12-9. Pass inside, opposite wing, was tipped around. Hunter Adam with a deflection on that 3 ball, and Blooms comes out of the pile with it. Back into the Davidson offensive zone. Blooms, Koval, pivot up top. Roberts now to Devin Brown, left wing. He has his dribble, uses 1 dribble to Roberts, back to Brown. Brown over to Blooms. He puts up a 3 with a hand in his face by Shaw. And Blooms hits a triple. And we are tied at 12.
Impressive shot there, but equally more impressive the rotation on Kapke, the big guy, on the last defensive possession.
And Devin Brown got caught up in the air, but Shaw missed it. There's some help defense by Hunter Adam. And the Wildcats trying to go on a little spur of their own. Adam off to Brown. Brown driving inside. Little mid-range shot is up and good for Devin Brown. Under control as it was knocked away for a moment. And the Wildcats are in front, 14-12. 13-13 and ticking here in the first half. Tays for Boston College up top to Payne. And working around the outside. Shaw looking to penetrate. Bouncing just inside the left elbow. Shot clock is down to 7. This unit playing some good defense. Pass baseline and coming free was Shaw. That came off the penetration. Shaw shot in from the baseline. Went in for the jam, and we're tied at 14. Ticking toward 12.5 to play in the first half. Roberts over to Blooms. Blooms, quick first step. He's going to reverse back out to the right wing. A left-handed pass to Devin Brown. Shot clock under 10. Game clock under 12.5. There's JQ Roberts. Quick step baseline, and he was fouled. It will be on the floor, and it will go to the baseline. That was Bowden Kapke who picks up the foul. That is his first and team first. Couple of substitutions in for Boston College. Jason Osamoda is one of the 2. And Caleb Stigher. There's Adam. Close to the baseline. Back out. Koval had an open 3, and that one looked like it might have been deflected by Osamoda. But the length of Osamoda nonetheless bothering that shot. We're tied at 14. 12 minutes to play in the first half, and that pass was fired over the head of Osamoda by Tays, and that'll take us into the under 12 timeout. Opening half here from the Shriners Children's Charleston Classic. Davidson and Boston College all locked up at 14. You're listening to Davidson Wildcat basketball from Learfield.
Attention guys, it's time to look your best this season at Sport Clips Haircuts, where it's good to be a guy. Step up your style with our legendary MVP experience, a precision haircut, relaxing shampoo, hot steam towel, neck and shoulder treatment that'll have you feeling like an MVP. Visit us today at one of our convenient locations, Birkdale Village in Huntersville, Davidson Village Crossing in Huntersville, and in Cornelius on Torrance Chapel Road. No appointment needed, just walk in and check in online. Sport Clips Haircuts, the pros in men's hair.
Oh, hey, welcome to gift wrapping. Whoa, Zoe Saldana.
Hey, can you wrap these, please?
Wow, iPhone 17s. You splurged.
At T-Mobile, you can get 4 iPhone 17s on them. The new center stage front camera is amazing for group selfies. It's the perfect gift for everyone.
I'm the worst. I only got my mom a robe.
Well, it's better than socks.
So I have to trade in my old phone, right?
No, at T-Mobile, there's no trade-ins needed when you switch. Keep your old phone or give it as a gift.
Incredible.
In fact, wrap up my old phone, too. For my Aunt Rosa. Forget that. Aunt Liz will be jealous.
Sounds like my family. Drama.
Oh, I got it. I'll give it to my abuela. I'll take reindeer paper with, hey, where are you going?
To T-Mobile.
The holidays are better at T-Mobile. Get 4 iPhone 17s on us. No trade-in needed when you switch. Plus 4 lines for just $25 a line.
With 24 monthly bill credits and 4 eligible port-ins on essentials for well-qualified customers. Auto pay plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge. Credits end in balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement 256 gigabytes, $830 required. Visit T-Mobile.com.
Welcome back in the TD Arena. I'm Jared Latch alongside Peyton Gallagher. This game tied at 14. Boston College and Davidson, they're with 11:57 to play in this first half. Our three-point stats and info are driven by Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet. So far in the ball game, the Wildcats 2 of 5 from deep. Boston College 1 of 4. Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet, proud partner of Davidson basketball. Find new roads on Highway 16 south of Newton and online at EarnhardtChevy.com. And visit our friends at Ben and Jerry's on South Main Street in the heart of downtown Davidson. It's the perfect place to call to help celebrate special occasions with their ice cream, cakes, and catering service. Fans can visit them as well inside Belk Arena at men's basketball games all season long. So a different lineup there, PG.
Yeah, and this is showcasing the depth of this roster with now with Ian in as well as RJ. I think we're up to 11 or 12 players who have played already in this first 6 minutes and change.
We're at 12.
Yeah. There's been years in the past where you might see an 8th player.
Right. We have a tightened rotation of 7.
Yeah.
Maybe 8 was stretching it. Now we've seen 12. And we're 8 minutes and in a tick into this ball game.
And part of that maybe too is like we've seen Nick Cobalt get really hot at times, and maybe early you look to find like who's got the hot hand and maybe ride that person a little bit more minutes throughout the game.
Yeah, Plateo, top of the circle. He's going to give it to Koval. Plenty of time with the shot clock. Koval off to Blooms. Blooms drives inside. I mean, he was getting hammered the whole way. So he draws the foul. And they will award 2 shots here to Roberts Blooms. And the foul is against Kapke. That's his second. So he will have to come out of the ball game. Hastings will re-enter here in a moment as Blooms goes to the line for a pair.
That's important because Kapke, just based on a 45-minute film session, really seems to be an engine for them that really helps catapult their offense.
Marko Radanovic is in for Boston College. Number 88. And Blooms goes 1 of 2. And the Wildcats are back on top at 15-14. Right around 11.5 to play here in the first half. Both teams shooting 55% from the field. Tays, top of the circle. Drive and a kick back out to the left wing, where the 3 ball is no good by Steger.
The Cats will take contested threes all day versus the Eagles.
Koval had it knocked away for a moment. Got it back with a strong dribble. Blooms right wing. Plateo up top. Quick pass to RJ Greer. Now to Blooms. Almost slid the foot. He's going to step back for a 3. That one is just off to the left. He's trying to create off the dribble. Not really a high percentage 3-point attempt. There's a drive and a pass out, and now starting the drive and had it knocked away was Asamoah. And before that break could get going, it was shut down there by Radanovic.
There's some give and take with Roberts. You know, he is one of those guys that this team needs to create. He can create his own shot, and maybe occasionally there is one that's a little bit out of the offensive rhythm, but he makes a lot of them when it matters.
Blooms, left wing, goes around a couple of screens, back outside. Hunter, Adam, catch and shoot, high arcing shot is no good. The Cats 2 of 7 here from the outside. They came in 13th in the country in 3-point percentage. Actually, I think top 16. I think Hunter Adam 13th in the country. There's a spin and a bucket inside by Hastings. And Boston College is back up a point, 16-15, under 10 to play first half. Koval start, stop, reverse, then out to the right wing. Bloom's being held. Plateo left wing. He stops there, gets it back out to Adam. Adam steps around a defender and hits a splashdown from downtown right in front of the BC bench. And the Cats go back up by a deuce. There's a good screen there up top, and Adam with plenty of space, and there's Adam creating a turnover. He came flying across. He tipped it initially, then it went off the hands of Asamoah and out of bounds.
They talked about that all morning, that cross-court pass, looking for the three. They run the ball screen going one way, and they're looking to kick it across. Hunter read it perfectly and caused the tip, and Cats get the ball.
We saw a lot of skip passes, look backs, as you mentioned, and he was able to read that thing and force a turnover. Those are big plays during the course of a game. Plateo up top, one big dribble, off to Koval. Koval around a screen. He tried to get it back into Plateo, but it was tipped out of bounds. It will stay with the Wildcats. Asamoah will exit, as will Steger. Payne, one of two Eagles to return, along with Shaw. There's Greer is open for three. So he dials it up, always making his presence known coming off the bench, and it's 21-16 Wildcats.
Not sure there's somebody I'm more confident of when they're open than RJ. Maybe outside of Hunter when he's wide open.
Greer squares up. You expect every one of them to go in. Here's Radonovich. Right elbow. He stops, goes the opposite side. Payne driving. Shooting a tough shot. No good. Adam there for the rebound. Blooms. There's some solid defense. Sam Brown, the Cats at the other end. It's a 6-0 Davidson run. Sam Brown looking to make it 9 from deep, and it rimmed out, goes out of bounds, and it will stay with the Wildcats. It was Hunter Adam battling inside. The ball went off of Shaw. Radonovich heads out for Boston College. And back into the ball game is Donald Hand Jr.
I would imagine that's a shot Coach McKillop will take, but would prefer to get a little bit more action and create a better one.
There's Sam Brown, hangs and shoots and makes the tough jumper just inside the free throw line, and that run extends to 8-0.
Kind of like that.
23-16. Strong representation of Wildcat fans in the building here for this opening game. There's a double team breaking wide open underneath, and getting a dunk is Shaw, so that stops the 8-0 run and makes it a 5-point game. 23-18 Wildcats. 7:40 to play here in the first half. Koval pops up top of the circle over to Greer. He mishandled it, and out gets it to Plateo. Plateo through the legs. He's going to drive, and he was fouled as he started that drive, and then it was poked in the eye by one of the BC players. They may check that one out at the break. We'll wait and see. 7:29 to play first half. Under 8 timeout. Wildcats up 5. You're listening to Davidson Wildcat basketball from Learfield.
Looking for the perfect place to stay on your next visit to Davidson? The Drury Inn and Suites of North Lake Charlotte has everything that you could possibly need, including free breakfast and the free evening kickback to help you unwind after a long day. Conveniently located off I-77 and I-485, the Drury Inn and Suites of North Lake has everything you need to create a winning stay. Visit them online at druryhotels.com or give them a call at 704-599-8882.
As a proud partner of Davidson College Athletics, North Main Financial Group is a comprehensive investment management and financial planning firm. The team is committed to helping clients pursue their financial goals at their point of need. Contact avid Wildcat fan Joshua Doby at 704-987-1425 or northmainfinancial.com. The office is conveniently located off North Main Street in Cornelius. North Main Financial Group, strategic thought, compassionate service. Go Cats!
Renildra Wellness Studio is Lake Norman's home for restoring health, optimizing body, mind, and enhancing active lifespan. Their game-changing services include cryotherapy, hyperbaric oxygen, infrared sauna, red light therapy, and more. You can access all these amazing services under one roof with a single convenient membership. The new studio will be opening soon, featuring incredible pre-sale offers for those who truly believe that health is the new wealth. For more information, visit us at renildra.com or at 239 Griffith Street in Davidson.
More than 25 years, the Brickhouse Tavern has been the destination for Davidson Wildcat fans. Visit them across Main Street before and after every Davidson Athletics event. Big thank you to Nick and his team at the Brickhouse for their gracious support and for managing the Brickhouse above the rim bar inside Belk Arena. Martinizing, family owned and operated, serves as the official dry cleaner of the Davidson Wildcats. They are the recognized name in the industry with over 70 years of innovation and experience. Visit them at lknmartinizing.com or call the Huntersville or Mooresville locations and use Wildcats for 15% off your next order. Back inside TD Arena, Wildcats with the basketball and a 5-point lead here with 7:29 to play in the first half.
Davidson's done a much better job lately with the offensive and defensive rebounds, as well as the 50-50s, also responding. They're really reading the coverage very well on all their screen and roll action, staying on the shooters, and then also rotating to get what they call the anchor in there to prevent the quick pass for a dunk.
Wildcats for the baseline. Greer into Sam Brown. He's going to dribble it out. That's a reset. Now Brown, start, stop. In amongst the trees. We'll kick it outside. Mateo with a fake and then a travel at the left elbow. So we'll go back to Boston College. That's second turnover for the Wildcats here in this opening half. Boston College with 3.
That's a shot I think Ian throughout this year will not turn down and give it a shot.
There's a nice look inside. And another bucket for Hastings. He has 8. And it's down to a 3-point game. 23-20. Davidson. Boston College in the man-to-man. Parker Fredrickson. Catch goes out to Sam Brown. Wastes no time with the 3 from the right wing. But that one's up and no good. He's 1 of 3. The Cats are 4 of 11 by Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet 3-pointers. They have a 23-20 lead. There was 6.5 to play in the first half. There's a quick fire 3 that's up and through by Payne. That's his first bucket of the afternoon. We're tied at 23. Mateo inside, spins baseline, gets inside, but he can't finish. His footwork was off as he got under the defender with a fake. And the ball goes back to Boston College. They're on a 7-0 run over the last minute and a half. Banging inside. The jumper is up and good by hand. He was working one-on-one against Greer. Ducked a little bit of a shoulder to force separation. And it's 25-23 Boston College on a 9-0 run. Wildcats looking for an answer at the offensive end. Fredrickson being pushed out. Pass off to Mateo. He will drive in and slam it with 2 hands. There was definitely contact at the rim. That's what Mateo was looking for. And we're tied at 25. There was a crack there, a big crack for Plateo to get to the goal. 5:15 to play. Hand, fadeaway jumper from the baseline, no good. 50-50 ball and a stick back by Hand. And the Wildcats had an opportunity there to grab that basketball and did not do it. And that gave away 2 points. Boston College aggressive defensively. 27-25 BC. Sam Brown gets it back from Plateo. Frederickson, corner three. That went up and off. And the Cats now 4 of 12 in this first half from the outside. They trail 27-25. Under 5 to play. Boston College, 5 of their last 6 from the field. There's a drive into the center of the paint. And losing the basketball was Hand, and they're going to whistle a foul against Sam Brown. That is his first and team third. And that will send the Eagles to the line for 2 shots. And you got a full line change coming up for the Wildcats.
Yeah, what do they call that? The hockey line change, right?
Yeah, line change. Yeah, hockey. During a hockey game, jumping over the boards.
It's interesting. I was scanning the bench here during one of the last possessions to look for Sean Logan, and he's tucked all the way in the corner on a bike, just keeping his legs warm. Probably under a little bit of a minute restriction, and hopefully we'll see him at some point here before halftime.
Hand made the first from the line. He now has 11 points. Blooms, Koval, Scovins, Roberts, and Devin Brown are the 5 in for the Cats. The gray jerseys this afternoon. Boston College in white, maroon and gold trim. Scovins get it into Devin Brown. Some soft pressure in the backcourt. Boston College on a 13-2 run. And they have a 4-point advantage at 29-25 as we tick toward 4 minutes. There's Blooms in the lane. Turns, gets fouled from behind, and Blooms will go to the line. He was hanging in the center of the lane. Reversed his body position, and he'll go back to the stripe.
Yeah, he kind of gave a little pump fake and leaned back into the defender that had the momentum coming towards him.
And Roberts hits the first. Makes it a 3-point game at 29-26. Blooms now with 5 points. Foul was against Payne. That was his first. Blooms hits both. Back to a 2-point game. BC leading 29-27. Wildcats looking for a little trap in the backcourt, and it forces a turnover. Devin Brown's going to go to the line for 2. The foul against Forte. They were trying to reverse it back to the center, and Devin Brown got a hand on it.
Yeah, it was a 1-2-2 press, and we're giving another team a piece of our own medicine compared to the last few, but it just shows like the length of some of these guards now that typically we haven't had. Devin Brown is 6'4", 6'5", long arms, 6'6", and able to, with those arms, able to deflect passes and create offense.
But he made both from the line, so it is good, especially end of the Charlotte game, end of the Bowling Green game, to see the Cats with some pressure. And BC just gets it across to Hand, and now they'll set up the offense with Forte. Blooms there to greet him. Payne on the left wing beyond the 3-point line. There's that high ball screen by Kapke. They go to the corner, and a travel against BC and Hand. We'll hand the ball back over to the Cats when we come back. 3:44 to play here in the first half, under 4 timeout. Davidson ball when we return, all tied at 29. You're listening to Davidson Wildcat basketball from Learfield.
When it comes to real estate, Regency on the Lake believes it's about more than property, it's about people. Owner Josh Johnson and his team are proud to serve the Davidson community, helping neighbors in the region find the perfect place to call their own. With Regency on the Lake, you're not just buying a home, you're joining a community. Support a local business that supports Davidson. Visit onthelake.nc.com and let Josh and his team help you find your dream home.
Domino's Mix and Match menu has items for every occasion. Flaked on your friend's open mic night? Flaky bread twists and molten lava cakes should do the trick. Soccer team duty? Medium 2-topping pizzas and stuffed cheesy bread are your best defense. Is it your dog's half birthday? Celebrate his biggish day with savory sandwiches and tender specialty chicken. Mix and match 2 or more items for $6.99 each at Domino's. Ask for this offer. 2-item minimum prices, participation, delivery area, and charges may vary. Bone and wings, bread bowl pasta, and pan pizza will cost extra. Local stores set delivery fees and can charge extra for some menu items.
This is Chris Clooney, Athletics Director for your Davidson Wildcats. We are proud to support our amazing scholar athletes as they represent the college at the highest of academic and athletic levels while committing to a life of leadership and service. Scholarships make it possible for our scholar athletes to be here, and additional funding allows us to provide the resources to do athletics right. Your contributions make Davidson great. To learn more, visit www.davidsonwildcats.com and click on the Donate tab. Thanks, and go Cats!
Welcome back inside TD Arena. Wildcats and Eagles all tied at 29 with 3:44 to play here in the first half. North Main Financial Group committed to meeting their clients at their point of need. Contact Joshua Dobie at 704-987-1425 and NorthMainFinancial.com, or visit them on Main Street in Cornelius. North Main Financial Group. Strategic thought, compassionate service. And if you're looking for a change of scenery, look no further than Lake Norman, the largest man-made lake in the Carolinas. Boasts an array of outdoor, recreational, and open-air attraction experiences. Plan your next trip at visitlakenorman.org. A trip you will never forget.
Jared, we talked about it a little bit pregame. The Cats have done a good job not turning it over, only 2 to BC's 5. But to Coach McKillop's point earlier in the week, those 2 turnovers have led to 4 BC points, and that really is where that efficiency number for your offense dramatically decreases, because it seems like every time we turn it over, it leads to points for them.
And right now, Cats have the advantage, 6-4 in points off turnovers, because BC has 5 for the Wildcats 2. Devin Brown right wing beyond the 3-point line. Blooms gets through. A couple touches out along the perimeter. Blooms ends up with it. In rhythm triple is long. That was a good look in the confines of the offense. Shaw had the rebound initially, and now Hand working against Blooms. Left wing. There comes a double. Kapke in the lane, has to hang and shoot. Scovins did a great job. No one touched him. They went straight up. That threw Kapke off, as he might have cracked the floor as he came down. It's a big man. J.Q. Roberts looking for his first points as a Cat. No good. He'll race to the sideline, and the officials will come together. Roberts was trying to get there, and they will change the call. It will go to Davidson.
Oh, I thought it would go to BC.
No, they keep it here with the Cats. JQ had a good look from the corner. Still looking for his first points as a Wildcat. Koval takes a handoff over to Blooms. Scovins, Devin Brown. Shot clock at 12. Koval up top. Quick first step. Now he goes to JQ. Off to Blooms. Blooms inside. Roberts tried to go up for a big dunk, and it was taken away. Ball is on the floor. Wildcats down. And it's either going to be a jump ball or a timeout. It'll be a jump ball. And it will go to Boston College. I don't know if that was Kapke or Shaw that went up to defend that JQ dunk. And looks like actually going to call it a shot clock violation. So the arrow will stay with Boston College.
It was Shaw for the block.
Contending.
Looked pretty clean from the TV view over to my right.
And a timeout is called. I believe it was BC that called the timeout with 2:29 to play in the first half, or they're going to the monitor. That's what happened. So the officials are going to go review a little bit of the chaos that just played out. I think what they're looking at.
I wonder if it's potentially somebody had possession out of bounds.
Or if JQ's dunk hits the rim, there's no shot clock violation. Then it would be a jump ball, and they'd have to switch the arrow. If not, because they came over to call it a shot clock violation, which would not affect the arrow. So I think they're going to look at whether it's a jump or shot clock. JQ, and I'm not sure if he got. Looked like he got part of the rim.
I thought they called the jump ball on the scrum.
Could be looking out of
afterwards.
bounds too.
Yeah.
It's about 3 different things.
Yeah.
They're going to call it a jump ball. And so it'll go to Boston College. Originally they were calling it shot clock violation, but I thought the JQ would have hit the rim. So they go with the jump. And ball back to Boston College. And the Wildcats will set up a 1-2-2. Press again in the backcourt. Sean Logan is back into the ball game for the Wildcats. Oh, and there was almost a travel in the backcourt there by Payne. Forte with the basketball. We are tied at 29. Kapke, top of the circle. Swings it over to Payne. Payne comes close to the top of the circle to Forte. Forte trying to split defenders. Back out to the wing to Payne. Puts off the off-balance shot. That's an air ball. Goes out of bounds, and it will go to the Wildcats. Even if he caught that, there was only 0.4 left on the shot clock. Good defensive set there for the Cats.
Yeah, I'm staying firm here that if the Cats can have contested, make the Boston College shoot contested threes, they'll be in a really good position in the second half.
Devin Brown to Scovins. Scovins gets up, gets fouled, shot will not go. But Shaw will get called for his first. It will be team 7th, but it's a 2-shot foul. As Josh will head to the line. He has 2 points. He has not been to the stripe here today. He's shooting 86% from the line on the year. Trying to give the Cats a 1-point lead, and does. 30-29.
And whenever Davidson gets into the bonus, they talked about it earlier today, you really have to be very strong with the ball and physical with your dribbling. BC's going to look to rip it out, but the refs will call some fouls if you're strong with it and under control.
Scovins connects on both to make it 31-29. Wildcats, 1:30 to play in the first half. Payne driving to the lane by Shaw. He hangs and shoots off balance, no good, but Kapke ends up with a loose ball. Backing his way in against Scovins. Turns, left-handed shot, no good, and again knocked out of the hands of Sean Logan. And a third opportunity by Kapke gets BC a bucket, and we're tied at 31. With 1 minute to play here in the first half. Sean Logan driving in, gets the bucket. Good job of resetting his feet to get balanced and get to the bucket.
That last defensive possession was just too bad because Davidson did an exceptional job on their rotation with these multiple pick and rolls. And both Josh and Sean defending the big guys really well, and just a little tip. BC loves to tip the ball off the offensive glass.
51.7 is the time on the clock. We'll remind you the McIntosh Law Firm is recognizing citizens who dedicate time to create positive change. To nominate a special hometown hero to be recognized at an upcoming basketball game, as well as funding for their 501c3 program, visit www.macintoshlawfirm.com/hometown-hero. Wildcats with Logan, Blooms, Koval, Devin Brown, and Josh Scovins. Kapke, Shaw, Hand, Forte, and Payne or Boston College. Wildcats still that 1-2-2 press. BC gets it across and into the hands of Forte. Right wing. 3 ball by Hand. No good. Sean Logan did a good job of getting a body on Kapke, and that allowed Koval to come in for the rebound. Difference of about 5 seconds. Game to shot clock. Koval dribbling against Forte, right around half court. Shot clock's down to 10. Wildcats will try to take this down as much as they can. Koval, defender all over him. Scovins, baseline, tried to go up for a big jam. And Kapke came in to affect that shot. I mean, he was trying to put that thing down.
Big dunk, you were saying.
It was a cross between.
Yeah.
So Scovins is going to go to the line for 2. BC didn't like the call. And with that being Kapke, that's his 3rd.
Nick Koval was so strong with the ball there. Just under immense pressure.
And Scovins misses both.
That's been his Achilles heel so far this year.
And Hand is fouled as he crosses half court. They had one to give.
Yeah, smart foul.
With 2 seconds. Devin Brown. He's called for the foul, a 30-second timeout taken by Boston College. Again, 2.1 on the clock. 33-31. Wildcats. Wellborn White and Schmidt Dentistry has been the trusted service provider. Davidson College scholar athletes for over 20 years. Give yourself the gift of a bright smile and visit the official dentist of the Wildcats. Schedule an appointment at wwsdental.com today. 2.1. Boston College will have it from the sideline. They'll get the final look of this opening 20. And really balanced scoring for the Wildcats. They don't have a single player over 6 points. It's Robert Blooms. But they've had 9 players contribute with points. Donald Hand Jr. has a game high 12.
Really interesting to see. 12 minutes is the high for a player.
Forte looking to get it in, and Shine Logan knocked it back, and the 3 ball will fall well short by Forte. He was about 35 feet out. And it's time for our halftime interview, presented by Legacy Federal Credit Union with assistant coach Will Riggle. And Will, that first half, your overall observations as you go into the break?
A lot of back and forth, a really physical game. They extended us on ball screens early, and we're able to hit some rolls on that. We got to make sure we're holding down there in the middle of the paint and helping take those easy ones away.
Yeah, Will, the last couple of games, teams pressing you guys late game, making things interesting. How nice does it feel to put a 1-2-2 out there? You force a turnover, get some points, and cause a little bit of chaos.
Jared, it feels a lot better being on the other side of that, I can tell you that much. Devin Brown did a great job up top of just making things difficult, making them throw difficult passes, and our guys were flying around.
Will, appreciate it.
Thanks, Jared.
Legacy Federal Credit Union being our best together. We'll return to the arena for the rest of the Atrium Health halftime report after these messages with the Cats up 33-31. You're listening to Davidson Wildcat basketball from Learfield.
The happiest you is the healthiest you, and the healthiest you is the one that chooses Atrium Health. As the region's most trusted healthcare partner, we're committed to helping people live mindfully, meaningfully, and joyfully in every community, large and small. And every day we're finding new ways to make unrivaled health easier, more personalized, and more complete than ever before. The best care for a more full life. Atrium Health, official healthcare provider of the Davidson Wildcats.
As a proud partner of Davidson Athletics, Chopped Creative Salad Company is committed to nourishing the local community and building meaningful connections. Just like the Wildcats, we believe in the power of teamwork, whether it's on the court or behind the counter, crafting bold, flavor-packed meals. At Chopped, we believe that better tasting, better quality food starts with the best ingredients and most creative combinations. Our salads, warm bowls, wraps, and shockingly delicious dressings are crafted to make healthy eating exciting for all people. For more information, visit choppedsalad.com.
At River Run Country Club in Davidson, you don't have to live here to belong here. You'll feel right at home as you enjoy one of the top-ranked golf courses in the Carolinas, or play one of the 16 tennis courts. And your family will love our pool, featuring water slides and a lazy river. The chef's menu is second to none. One of the most beautiful facilities in the state, River Run provides a complete country club lifestyle for every member of the family. To learn more about membership options, visit riverruncc.com. That's riverruncc.com. At River Run, you don't have to live here to belong here.
As a proud partner of Davidson College Athletics, North Main Financial Group is a comprehensive investment management and financial planning firm. The team is committed to helping clients pursue their financial goals at their point of need. Contact avid Wildcat fan Joshua Doby at 704-987-1425 or northmainfinancial.com. The office is conveniently located off North Main Street in Cornelius. North Main Financial Group, strategic thought, compassionate service. Go Cats!
20 minutes are in the books. Welcome to the Atrium Health Halftime Report. Atrium Health. When it comes to the best for your health, the choice is clear. Atrium Health is the only health system in the region nationally ranked by U.S. News and World Report. Atrium Health, the official healthcare provider of the Davidson Wildcats. Coming up, we'll take a look at scores from across the Atlantic 10, check the halftime stats, and get you ready for the second half. Once again, here's Jared Latch.
Welcome back to Charleston. Jared Latch, Peyton Gallagher with you as we take a look at the halftime stats. The Wildcats with a 33-31 advantage. We'll look at the shooting percentages. The Cats, 11 of 25, 44%. They were 4 of 14 from beyond the arc, 28.6% on Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet three-pointers. 7 of 10 from the foul line, 70%. Boston College shot 50% on 13 of 26. They were 2 of 8 from the outside and 3 of 4 from the line. Miscellaneous numbers, points off turnovers, 6-4 advantage for the Cats, 22-12 in the paint for Boston College. Second chance, 6-2 Eagles as well, 2-0 fast break. And the Wildcats, with the plethora of players that took the court in that opening 20, led in bench scoring at 20-2. The largest leads, Davidson led by 7. That was at the 8-12 mark. Boston College led by 5. That was at 15:47 of the first half. The Cats turned it over just 2 times in that opening half. Came in averaging over 12.5 a game. Boston College turned it over 5 times. Look at the rebounds. BC 17-11 plus 6 on the boards. Individual numbers, the Wildcats completely balanced when it comes to scoring. The Cats had 9 different players score in the first half. One of them was not Manny Joseph. He was at plus or minus 2 when on the floor. Only played 3 minutes and 55 seconds. Shai Logan finished with 4 points, 1 rebound, 2 for 2 from the floor in 6 minutes and 23 seconds of action. Josh Scovins ended up with 4 points on 1 of 4. Parker Frederickson did not score on 0 of 2. Sam Brown had 5 points on 2 of 4 shooting, 1 of 3 from the outside. Devin Brown added 4. Nick Koval had 2. J.Q. Roberts had a rebound, 0 of 2 shooting. 3 points from Hunter Adam on 1 of 2 from the outside. Roberts Blooms a team-high 6 points on 1 of 3. All those shots were taken from the outside, 3 of 4 from the line. R.J. Greer ended up with 3 points on his lone shot. And Ian Plateo had 2 points on 1 of 2. He played 7.5 minutes. On the Boston College side, it was Donald Hand Jr. leading the way. Game-high 12 points, 4 rebounds, 4 of 7 shooting, 1 of 3 from the outside, 3 of 4 from the line. Played 16 minutes and 21 seconds. They got 8 points from Jaden Hastings, 4 from Aiden Shaw, 3 from Fred Payne, 2 apiece from Chase Forte and Bowden Kapke. Kapke with 3 fouls, so something to keep an eye on as we start the second half. So that's going to bring us in to another timeout here at the break. Again, the Wildcats with a 33-31 lead over Boston College. We'll come back and look at some scores as the Atrium Health halftime report from Learfield continues.
With nationally recognized experts, robust research initiatives, and best-in-class innovative offerings, Ortho Carolina is your primary care physician for musculoskeletal care that is better at every step from start to finish. Ortho Carolina is committed to supporting athletes in their pursuit of excellence, both on and off the field. And we are honored to be the teammates of these dedicated student athletes, their coaches, and the surrounding Carolinas community. Learn more about Ortho Carolina at orthocarolina.com.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Welburn White & Schmidt Dentistry has served as the leader and preferred provider of dental services in Cornelia since 1993. Their experienced staff has been trusted to service Davidson Scholar athletes for over 20 years. Welburn White & Schmidt use the most advanced technology and are committed to improving the quality of life of the community through enhanced dental services. Give yourself the gift of a bright smile and visit the official dentist of the Davidson Wildcats. Schedule an appointment at wwsdental.com or call 704-896-7955. And go Cats!
This is Matt McKillop, head men's basketball coach of your Davidson Wildcats, and I'm here for Martinizing Cleaners, the recognized industry leader in garment cleaning with over 70 years of innovation and experience. During the basketball season, every minute counts to prepare our student athletes for success on and off the court. That's why our staff trusts the family-owned and operated staff at Martinizing Cleaners for their reliable, convenient, and professional service for our game day suits. Learn more at martinizing.com or give them a call at their Huntersville or Mooresville locations and mention Wildcats for 15% off your next order. Thanks, and go Cats.
For 20 years, the Brick House Tavern has been the home for Davidson basketball. Serving an extensive menu of classic dishes and bold flavors for lunch and dinner, and serving over 70 beers in their tap room, the Brick House Tavern is the perfect pre- or post-game stop. Visit the Above the Rim bar located here in Belk Arena, operated by the Brick House Tavern, with proceeds going back to Davidson College. For more information, visit brickhousetavern.com.
Wildcat fans, Jill Lake of Keller Williams Realty is a Davidson resident and has 32 years experience in the local real estate market, as well as Charlotte and the surrounding areas. Jill Lake can meet all of your real estate needs. Contact Jill at 704-763-1896 for the latest listings and to best understand your vision. Thank you, Jill, for being a corporate sponsor of Davidson Athletics for 30 years. Go Wildcats!
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Davidson College. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of Davidson College and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by Davidson College.
Welcome back to Charleston. First of 2 games here in the Shriners Kids Charleston Classic, or Shriners Children's Charleston Classic. I want to get it correct. Wildcats with a 33-31 advantage. It's time to take a drive around the college basketball scoreboard presented by Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet. The Wildcats, one of 3 Atlantic 10 teams in action today. The other 2 are coming up a little bit later when Purdue Fort Wayne takes on undefeated St. Louis at Chaffetz Arena. And then Northern Illinois is at Gentile Arena in Chicago to take on the Ramblers. Loyola Chicago off to a tough start at 1-4, and that includes 1-2 at home. You can find new roads and visit Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet on Highway 16 in Newton. And again, some of the numbers here in this opening half are the 2 turnovers here for the Wildcats, and the fact that 9 players scored in that opening 20. Well, we'll take a timeout. We'll come back with the start of the second half. That'll do it for the Atrium Health halftime report from Learfield.
Welburn White & Schmidt Dentistry has served as the leader and preferred provider of dental services in Cornelia since 1993. Their experienced staff has been trusted to service Davidson Scholar athletes for over 20 years. Welburn White & Schmidt use the most advanced technology and are committed to improving the quality of life of the community through enhanced dental services. Give yourself the gift of a bright smile and visit the official dentist of the Davidson Wildcats. Schedule an appointment at wwsdental.com or call 704-896-7955. And go Cats!
The happiest you is the healthiest you, and the healthiest you is the one that chooses Atrium Health. As the region's most trusted healthcare partner, we're committed to helping people live mindfully, meaningfully, and joyfully in every community, large and small. And every day we're finding new ways to make unrivaled health easier, more personalized, and more complete than ever before. The best care for a more full life. Atrium Health, official healthcare provider of the Davidson Wildcats.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Located off campus on Main Street, Carburitos Taqueria is a family-owned and operated casual dining Mexican restaurant with a full bar. Carburitos features a wide menu with inspired fresh salsas, oven-roasted meats, grilled fresh chicken, vegetables, and fish. With outdoor and indoor dining options, curbside takeout services, and a customized catering menu. It's the place for all Wildcat fans. Orders can be placed online at visitcarburitos.com/Davidson. Carburitos, fresh, flavorful, family-owned.
For the past 20 years, Cover 2 Group has proudly partnered with Davidson College Athletics. The C2 branding team has worked closely with the Wildcats to provide the best print and branding products in the market to ensure the Wildcats are represented well, both on and off the field. C2 makes products such as mesh stadium banners, tents, and table covers, and also creates paper print materials, apparel, silkscreen, embroidery, and promotional items. Visit their new website at cover2group.com for more information about C2 branding and how they can help your school or business. Go Cats!
As a proud supporter of Davidson College basketball, the team at Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet also stresses the staples of trust, commitment, and care. They care about their customers and have honest, out-the-door pricing with no hidden fees. Choose from a huge selection of Chevrolet cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet will be there after the sale with award-winning service. Go to the dealer you can trust. Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet. Find new roads on Highway 16 south of Newton and online at earnhardtchevy.com.
Coverage of Davidson College basketball is brought to you by Progressive. Insurance for motorcycles, boats, and RVs. For protection on the road and on the water. See how much you can save at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE and Progressive.com.
Welcome back to TD Bank Arena. The Wildcats lead the Boston College Eagles 33-31. Just about to start the second half. The Cats had really strong performances by a plethora of players so far, playing 12 guys within the first 6 minutes, and no player getting more than just over 12 minutes in that first half. So really showcasing the depth of this roster.
I don't know if you mentioned, too, and we talked before the game about turnovers, and the Cats were just 2 turnovers in that first half, which was a big bright spot.
Yeah, hopefully Davidson can build a solid lead here going late in the second half, and likely try to test their practice that they've had over the last week and a half or so on press break as well.
Wildcats get the first possession of this second half. Frederickson to Manny Joseph. There's Sam Brown. Open look, center of the lane. Shot was bothered, and the rebound was taken by Shaw. Gets it off to Forte.
The big stat from the first half, I know you touched on it during halftime, though, just talking to a few fans, was just the rebounding overall, 17 to 11, and felt like every tip ball that BC had went their way. So the Cats got to be a little stronger and collectively rebound, especially with the guards, the way those big guys tipped the ball.
And Boston College had a turnover, and we're back at the offensive end for the Wildcats. And Shine Logan tried to back his way in and lost the basketball. Sam Brown, pass, baseline, Scovins, two-hand jam. And the Wildcats get the first bucket of the second half and go up 35-31. They were buzzing around.
They'll give up a turnover if they can turn the other team over right away and score.
And there was a drive by Forte. He was trying to pass that one back out, and Shine Logan just smacked it through the baseline.
Referee giving a warning to the Davidson assistants about not creeping out too far in the court.
Forte baseline in, and a pass, and a quick shot by Shaw. And that gets it back to 35-33. Frederickson driving. His pass deflected into the hands of Forte. So Boston College back in the offensive zone. Forte, top of the circle, dribbling around. It's the pass off to Shaw. And now there's a drive and a hang and a pass to Shaw by Payne. And Shaw was fouled. The foul goes against Scovins, his first and team first. Well, Cats already have 2 turnovers in the second half. Boston College has the same. And Shaw heads to the line.
Yeah, Josh had a little bit of an arm bar into his chest there as he went up for the slam.
Shaw makes the first. Sam Brown's out. Koval's in. Shaw came into the ball game 5 of 7 from the stripe. And Shaw misses the second. Scovins had the rebound come right to him. BC with some pressure in the backcourt. Scovins hits it off to Koval. Koval stops the dribble, gives it off to Scovins so he can get it right back. Top of the circle, Frederickson, left wing, bounce pass. Sean Logan goes in and gets the bucket. He was able to lay it up off the glass. The double came. Nice pass to Sean en route to the bucket. 37-34, Wildcats. 2 minutes, 15 seconds gone in this second half. And that'll go the other way. I think they're going to get Shaw. He's trying to set an elbow screen, and he was leaning.
Yeah, just it's always tough on those when the ball handler's moving quickly. The big often wants to take a little sidestep out, and he got caught there.
Yeah, Plateo into the ball game for Logan.
You can tell there, Sean's good for about 2 hard minutes at a time.
Still building his way back. Frederickson drives, goes under, nice scoop shot off the glass. And Frederickson gives the Cats a 5-point lead, 39-34.
Big defensive possession here for Davidson. See if they can string some points together.
Payne pivots, now goes toward the baseline. Passes back up top to Forte. They swing it. There's a drive, a shot that's no good, and a loose ball out of bounds into the BC bench. Last touch by the Eagles. It was Hand that was unable to finish. So Manny will inbound from right front of the Boston College bench. Koval working against Forte in the backcourt. He retreats. Parker will come to get the basketball. Fredrickson, his last drive, last possession, his first points of the day. There's Koval off the deflection, back out. Fredrickson going to drive again. Pump fake goes up. He gets fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. Great job of setting with Hastings coming in. Looks like you have a different thought.
I think the Cats might have gotten away with an extra step there earlier in the possession, similar to what happened to Boston College earlier in the first half. But Parker did a really good job there once he got the ball to get the defender up in the air and really make it a no-brainer for the ref.
And Parker misses the first from the line.
Free throws have been for his, I mean, they practice their free throws every practice religiously, but they've been somewhat of an Achilles heel so far.
They're 7 of 11 in this ball game. And he hits the second, does Parker. Scovins is out, Hunter Adam is in.
Saw that at the end of the Bowling Green game. Parker had 2 free throws up 3 and missed them and made it a little bit more interesting.
And Parker came in 8 of 13 from the line. Josephs and Parker in the backcourt. Kapke is back into the ball game for Boston College. A little weave run outside by BC. Splitting the defenders, putting up the floater in the lane, and getting it to go is Fred Payne. Points 4 and 5 for him on the afternoon. Makes it 40-36. Wildcats approaching 16 minutes to play. Koval bounce past Plateo. He's working against Kapke. Trying to get inside. He'll pass it back out to Koval. Koval drives, and he was hit at the start of that dribble by Taze. That'll be his first and team second, and will take us into the first scheduled timeout of half number 2 with the Cats up 4. You're listening to Davidson Wildcat basketball from Learfield.
Wildcat fans, Jill Lake of Keller Williams Realty is a Davison resident and has 32 years experience in the local real estate market, as well as Charlotte and the surrounding areas. Jill Lake can meet all of your real estate needs. Contact Jill at 704-763-1896 for the latest listings and to best understand your vision. Thank you, Jill, for being a corporate sponsor of Davison Athletics for 30 years. Go Wildcats!
At the 500 Club, the rules are simple. Have fun. Located just off I-77 North in Statesville, we're redefining the modern sports club experience with top-notch service, endless entertainment, and NASCAR routes. Tee off on our pristine 18-hole course, where relaxation meets excitement. Then head to Victory Lane, our open-air sports bar, featuring 9 big-screen TVs, 2 state-of-the-art golf simulators, and more. Great food, drinks, and nightly entertainment keep the fun rolling. The 500 Club, where fun drives the game. For more information, visit 500-club.com.
It's bow time. Carolina legends aren't born. They're handmade, only in Bo's Real Southern Kitchen. It all starts with fresh, never frozen chicken marinated for 24 hours in a flavor-packed blend of bold Southern seasonings. Then we hand bread and fry it to crispy, juicy, mouth-watering perfection. That's not just any chicken, that's the Carolina legend. Order some Bojangles and taste what everyone's been craving since 1977. It's bow time.
Ivester Jackson Christie's Real Estate is one of the most trusted and experienced firms in the area. Today's featured listing is 216 Walnut Street, a stunning new build located just steps from Davidson's charming Main Street. This 3-level property features an elevator, a gourmet kitchen, dedicated wellness rooms, and porches for seamless indoor-outdoor entertaining. A luxury estate in the heart of Davidson listed at $3.39 million. Contact Lori Jackson at IvesterJackson.com today.
Yeah, thanks to Ivester Jackson. They'll be our presenting sponsor for tomorrow's Senior Day football game at Davidson College Stadium versus the Dayton Flyers.
And back here in Charleston, Shriners Children's Charleston Classic. Wildcats have a 40-36 lead over Boston College. 15:57 to play in this ball game. Wildcats are in the low country bracket. Utah State was a winner earlier, 96-75. If the Wildcats win this one, they'll play at 9 o'clock Sunday night against Utah State. The loser will match up against Tulane. There are 2 games coming up tonight: West Virginia Clemson and Georgia Xavier in the Palmetto bracket. So 8 teams, 2 different brackets. Koval drives, hangs, shoots, and scores. Right off the dribble, quick diagnosis, and a bucket.
His body control is so superb. He really knows how to create his own shot despite his size.
42-36, a hanging 3 at the other end, and an answer by Payne. He has 8 points. Gets us back to 42-39. Fredrickson to Plateo. Backing in against Kapke. Cross court, Hunter Adam, pump fake. He had to shuffle that one off. He tried to go up for the 3 after the fake, and Fredrickson gets called for a push-off. Creating space. That'll be his first and team second. Make a 3.
Just kind of tried to rip through with the hand and push the defender away.
Shaw to Kapke up top. He's going to get it off to Taze. Taze doubled for a moment. BC around the perimeter. Payne forced back outside. Pass to Hand. Shot clock down to 6. They go to the corner, and Shaw stepped on the sideline. And that will be another Boston College turnover. That is the 4th of this second half. Fredrickson is out. Roberts Blooms is in. Joins Koval, Plateo, Devin Brown, and Hunter Adam. The Wildcats have made 4 of their last 5 from the floor. They lead it by 3, 42-39, 14:44 to play in this ball game. Full court man-to-man applied here by Boston College. Devin Brown comes back to get it to Koval. And Koval will work against Taze and bring it across the midcourt stripe. And with 14:35 to play in this second half. Devin Brown, Plateo up top, swings over to Hunter Adam inside. Devin Brown open, absorbs the contact, can't get the shot to go, and it was knocked away. Tried to make a tough bucket. There was certainly a lot of contact. No whistle. Taze lost his footing, gave it off to Shaw, and that works away to Payne, and now back to Taze. Left wing, upstairs, Radanovic. He drives, pump fake, and he traveled. It was a nice fake, but it was a turnover. And those turnovers now ticking upward for the Eagles. That was the 10th of the ball game collectively for Boston College. And the ball goes back to the Wildcats. Koval to Blooms. Devin Brown through. Plateo pops out. Quickly over to Hunter Adam. Left wing beyond the three-point line. Devin Brown up top. Good look at 3. Shot no good. Robert Blooms got a hand on the rebound, but Boston College comes away with it. Taze quickly to the other end. Off to Payne. Payne top of the circle. Dribbling. Working against Blooms. Drives around. Goes baseline. Kicks. Opposite corner. 3 ball up no good. Devin Brown is there for the rebound. It was Radanovic who missed the triple attempt. Koval, right wing. Over to Devin Brown, back to Koval. They play catch for a moment. Koval starts in, out to Adam. Good look at 3, rolls off his fingers, but the shot is long. And Hunter now 1 of 3 here in the ball game. The Wildcats just 4 of 17 on Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet triples. There's Taze. They work it around to the other side to Payne. Back to Taze. Left wing beyond the three-point line. Hedging out there is Plateo. He recovers. Tays, jump shot, no good. And the rebound by Adam. That was about a 10-foot jumper. And the Cats will go back to the offensive end.
The more you watch BC run offense, you quickly understand why Davidson's playing so many guys. It takes so much discipline to defend all these ball screens and with the right coverage.
Hunter Adam, another miss. Ball knocked around. It is on the floor, and it will be, I think there's a timeout called. And now Radonovich just tosses Blooms right in front of us. A little extracurricular activity, and I think they're going to award a timeout to Boston College. Hunter Adam missed the initial shot. The rebound was loose. Radonovich grabbed Blooms after Blooms jumped on top.
They'll probably take a look at it. Yeah.
And that'll be the first call timeout, so we'll go to a full in this second half. Should be a full first call timeout. It will be. They're bringing the chairs out, so we'll take a timeout as well. 12:18 to play here in this second half. Both teams have gone cold offensively, but the Cats have a 3-point lead. You're listening to Davidson Wildcat basketball from Learfield.
When visiting Davidson, stay with a member of our team. The Homewood Suites by Hilton is located just off exit 30 on I-77, less than 2 miles from Davidson College. This newly renovated all-suite property offers 128 suites with fully equipped kitchens in every room. Enjoy the indoor pool, on-site gym, free Wi-Fi, and a complimentary hot breakfast every morning. And fantastic location with local restaurants in walking distance. The Homewood Suites offers convenience and hospitality for all Davidson fans. Be sure to ask for the welcome home rate when you're making your reservation at 704-987-1818.
As a proud partner of Davidson College Athletics, North Main Financial Group is a comprehensive investment management and financial planning firm. The team is committed to helping clients pursue their financial goals at their point of need. Contact avid Wildcat fan Joshua Doby at 704-987-1425 or northmainfinancial.com. The office is conveniently located off North Main Street in Cornelius. North Main Financial Group, strategic thought, compassionate service. Go Cats!
Now here's a concept. You earmark 1/3 of your profits to go back into the community to local charities. Dex Imaging does that. Dex sells and services the world's best copiers and printers, like the BizHub line by Konica Minolta and the Task Alpha line by Curacao. And when you partner with Dex for your office imaging needs, you're helping support local organizations that help our children have a better future. Dex Imaging, committed to quality, committed to our community. Thanks for helping us create a brighter image for tomorrow.
We'd love for you to visit our partners at Maiola's on Main Street in Cornelius, proudly serving authentic Italian cuisine to the Lake Norman area since 2017, currently featuring daily $10 lunch specials or 2 cheese slices and a drink for only $5. Visit Maiolas.com for more. And located just off I-77 North in Statesville at the 500 Club, the rules are simple. Have fun, featuring a pristine golf course, top-notch food and beverage, along with interactive games. There is fun for all ages. For more information, visit 500-club.com. We're back inside TD Arena. Charleston Classic. A little bit of physicality there before we went to the break. No harm done on either side. It was a timeout called by Boston College. It all started with a 3-point miss by Hunter Adam. A couple good looks. He's now 1 of 4 in the ball game. Cats are 4 of 18 from the outside. But Davidson has a 42-39 lead. Blooms, Devin Brown, Koval, Scovins, and Roberts. That's the 5 in the gray uniforms for the Wildcats. On the other side, it's Radonovich, Kapke, Hand, Forte, and Payne. And Davidson will have to apply a little 1-2-2 pressure once again. Devin Brown playing back. Boston College will get it to half court, toss it across to Payne. And they'll start their offense. Kapke, 3-ball, no good. And just takes the perfect bounce to the corner to go right back to Payne and allows BC to reset the offense. There's Forte working against Koval. Passes it outside. A quick, awful-looking three there by Payne. It missed everything except for the backboard. And the Wildcats back at the other end. They are 0 of their last 4, as is BC. Scovins. That's a strong move by Scovins. Backing his way in against Radanovic. And that breaks a scoring drought of over 4 minutes for the Cats and puts them back up by 5. There's a quick fire three that's no good from the corner. Rushing that shot was Hand. Boston College now 3 of 13 from the outside. 7 of 31 is the combined shooting from outside for both these teams. And Devin Brown gets called for an offensive foul. He pushed with the left arm. Extended out, he got called for it. Mark Schnurr was all over it. Had a great view. And that will take us into the under 12 timeout. 11:03 to play here in Charleston. Game 1. Wildcats up 44-39 over Boston College. You're listening to Davidson Wildcat basketball from Learfield.
Whether it's a big-time win or you're making a comeback, a Legacy Federal Credit Union is on your team. Need a car loan or want to switch to a free checking account? How about consolidating your student loans or starting that business you always wanted? At Legacy, we help our members pursue their goals and achieve financial wins. Member-owned and focused, we're proud to offer personal guidance that helps you keep a healthy perspective on your finances through good times, tough times, and even game time. Learn more today at alegacy.org. Proud partner of the Davidson Wildcats.
Oh, hey, welcome to gift wrapping. Whoa, Zoe Saldana.
Hey, can you wrap these, please?
Wow, iPhone 17s. You splurged.
At T-Mobile, you can get 4 iPhone 17s on them. The new center stage front camera is amazing for group selfies. It's the perfect gift for everyone.
I'm the worst. I only got my mom a robe.
Well, it's better than socks.
So, I have to trade in my old phone, right?
No, at T-Mobile, there's no trade-ins needed when you switch. Keep your old phone or give it as a gift.
Incredible.
In fact, wrap up my old phone, too. For my Aunt Rosa. Forget that. Aunt Liz will be jealous.
Sounds like my family. Drama.
Oh, I got it. I'll give it to my abuela. I'll take reindeer paper with, hey, where are you going?
To T-Mobile.
The holidays are better at T-Mobile. Get 4 iPhone 17s on us. No trade-in needed when you switch. Plus 4 lines for just $25 a line.
With 24 monthly bill credits and 4 eligible board-ins on essentials for well-qualified customers. Auto pay plus taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge. Credits ended. Balance due if you pay off early or cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement 256 gigabytes, $830 required. Visit T-Mobile.com.
Wildcat fans, visit the Sheraton 4 Points Hotel, the premier Marriott and Sheraton property in Huntersville. The hotel is located off exit 25 on I-77 across from Burkdale Village. Convenient to Davidson, the Sheraton 4 Points is the perfect Wildcat destination. And if you want local real estate knowledge you can trust from a native of Davidson, call John Ratliff, Davidson class of 79. For all your real estate needs, contact John at the local Davidson Allen Tate office, located right in downtown. You can reach John at 704-439-6886. Go Cats. 11:03 to play here in the second half. The Wildcats have a 5-point advantage.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you told the coaching staff they would be shooting under 23% from the 3-point line midway through the second half and still have a lead, they would sign up for it. So let's hope Davidson can knock down those. Hunter's had several that looked perfect off his hand and rimmed out.
A 1-2-2 pressure again by the Wildcats. BC gets it across with Forte. 10:50 to play here in the second half. There's Kapke driving and stumbling and shooting and scoring. It was not a pretty move. Any stretch of the imagination, but he got the bucket. Makes it 44-41. And that was BC's first bucket in over 4.5 minutes. There's Scovins going right at Kapke, and his shot was blocked. And Asamoah was there for the rebound. Kapke now impacting the game. He started this half with 3 fouls. That's what he has right now, and there's going to be a hold called against J.Q. Roberts. That is his first and team fourth. BC will go to the baseline. At times, this game has felt fast. Right now, it feels like it's moving at a snail's pace as far as the play. Payne took the inbound pass. He's out around the midcourt stripe, guarded by Devin Brown. Alsamota's going to put up a three. That one goes out of bounds off a Kapke, it looked like, and it did. So it'll go back to the Wildcats. It was missed so badly that there wasn't much of a chance for a rebound. Roberts is out, and Shine Logan is in for the Wildcats.
Whenever Kapke gets the ball at the top of the key and makes a move, he is not looking to pass. He's looking to take it all the way to the rim. We saw that 2 possessions ago.
He's trying to get downhill. There's Scovins on his way to the bucket. Pump fake, can't get it high enough off the glass, but he'll go to the line for 2 shots. And it is against Kapke. That is his 4th. I think that's what you were signaling. With 9:49 to play here in the second half, Bowden Kapke has picked up his 4th. He's 6'11", 255 pounds. And Scovins gets the first of 2. Puts the Cats up 4. Kapke goes to the bench.
Yeah, he really Kapke brings a lot of versatility to their offense. He can shoot it, but also take it aggressively to the rim.
And Josh goes 2 of 2. Lengthens that lead to 5.
Back in the 1-2-2, likely to go back to man-to-man.
BC does break that pressure, and there's your man-to-man. Defensive coverage there for the Wildcats. There's Hand driving, and Roberts Blooms gets called for the foul. That is his first and team 5th. The officials calling it a little bit tighter. There with just under 9.5 to play in the ball game. Forte will go to the sideline. Wildcats shooting 43% overall. Boston College 46%. 3-point percentages are not pretty. 22 and 21%. BC runs the weave off of that to go shy to left elbow. And Scovins takes it away from Shaw. He put the ball out in front of him.
Great defense there by Davidson. They know when they run that weave, they're looking for a quick back screen for either a lob dunk or an easy layup, and defending it perfectly.
Oval pass to Scovins. Baseline, working against Shaw. Gets to the center lane, gets under with the left. No good, it'll stay. Scovins got his hand on it. Hand wanted a foul. It did not come. They'll go to the baseline. 20 seconds. Reset on the shot clock. 8:51 on the game clock. Wildcats looking to add to a 5-point lead. Inbounds comes back to Shine Logan. Gets the catch off to Devin Brown. Quick pivot. Drive baseline. Gets to the goal.
Quick rip through and right to left. Strong finish.
Devin Brown did a great job, as PG said, with a rip. Got quickly in for the deuce to make it a 7-point game. Tied for the largest lead of the afternoon for Davidson. There's Payne. Blooms on him. Passes back across to Forte. Forte driving with 5 on the shot clock, and he throws it away. Devin Brown, the catch just inside the free throw line. And walking across the timeline off to Koval. Wildcats defense has been fantastic here in this second half. Shine Logan to the foul line. Stops there. Back out to Devin Brown. Shot clock under 10, and Devin Brown is fouled from behind by Hand. He had a clear path to the bucket. There was no one behind it. And that will take us to the under 8 timeout. 7:55 to play here inside TD Arena. And the Wildcats have a 7-point lead here over Boston College. You're listening to Davidson Wildcat basketball from Learfield.
For the past 20 years, Cover 2 Group has proudly partnered with Davidson College Athletics. The C2 branding team has worked closely with the Wildcats to provide the best print and branding products in the market to ensure the Wildcats are represented well, both on and off the field. C2 makes products such as mesh stadium banners, tents, and table covers, and also creates paper print materials, apparel, silkscreen, embroidery, and promotional items. Visit their new website at cover2group.com for more information about C2 branding and how they can help your school or business. Go Cats!
For over 20 years, Drs. Metwally, Best, Schmidt, Hamp, and Doe at University Eye Associates have taken care of the vision and eye care needs of the Davidson Wildcats, both in the classroom and on the fields of athletic competition. University Eye delivers not only for the athlete, but for the coaches and their respective families. Davidson Athletics is committed to excellence, character, and the community, all of which are embodied in the staff of University Eye Associates. University Eye is the official eye care provider for the Davidson Wildcats.
When you're on the move and looking for nonstop college sports action, get the Varsity Network app and take the game with you everywhere. Stream live play-by-play from schools across the country right from your phone, free. Catch hundreds of weekly podcasts, including shows from your favorite teams, all in one place. From football Saturdays to midweek hoops, it's your all-access pass to the college sports world. Whether it's game day or just your daily drive, the Varsity Network app has you covered. Download now and listen live for free on the Varsity Network app.
Back inside TD Arena here in Charleston. Wildcats with a 7-point lead, 48-41, tied for the largest of the afternoon for the Cats. 7:55 on the clock. Jimmy John's located across the metro Charlotte area, features freaky fresh, freaky fast sandwiches, and now the new toasted sandwich options. Visit them across the metro area and local to Davidson on West Catawba Avenue in Cornelius. And Davidson Wealth Management professionals focus on helping families manage the complexities of their financial lives. Their values trace back to founder and managing director, passionate Wildcats fan Chris Davis since 1981. They provide independent, objective, and unbiased advice centered around the unique needs of their clients.
Davidson's made up some ground on the rebounding numbers. I know that at least tying the rebounding overall totals for both teams was a goal of theirs.
Mateo off to Devin Brown. Out there with Koval, Blooms, Scovins, and Devin Brown right over top of the defender. Drills a triple. And this lead is up to 10, 51-41.
Here's the weave.
And a foul whistled away from the ball, and I think it's Josh Scovins. He will pick up his second. That'll be team sixth. This is a 7-0 Davidson run over the last 2 minutes and 22 seconds. Tays will take it out from the baseline. Tays triggers it there. Tries to bounce it inside. Somehow they got it in to Hastings. Then it goes off his body out of bounds. His Wildcats defense is everywhere. They've been swarming pretty much this entire half.
Devin Brown's doing it on both sides of the court. Really, really aggressive kind of reach in there as Ian was bodying up number 23 there.
That's Devin Brown, top of the circle. Starts a drive, goes behind the back, hangs, shoots. It's knocked away, but Scovins will get the rebound. Out to Blooms, thought about a three, instead drives in. Tough turnaround, jumper no good. And that will send it back to Boston College. Wildcats with a 10-point lead. There's Hand driving, tough shot is good. Working against Devin Brown. 51-43, 6:40 to play. The lead a moment ago was the largest of the afternoon. Plateo quickly off to Blooms. Blooms, Scovins, Koval. He gets bumped off to Josh. Has room. Little floater is up on the baseline, and it's good for Scovins. He has been impressive. He now has 12 And that lead is back to 10.
He crafted that shot against Charlotte a few times when they switched to that zone, the little Steph Curry floater.
Coming off a screen was Hand, but he comes up empty on the three-point shot. Koval, Scovin's right wing, close to the corner to Blooms. Blooms coming out, got bumped. Plateo off to Devin Brown. Devin Brown is 9 points. Plateo inside will go up. Little push shot, no good by Plateo. A little bit off balanced. And it goes back to BC. 5:37 to play here in this ball game. Davidson with a 10-point lead. And it is going to go to the baseline. And they're going to get Scovins again. He was bodied up against Jaden Hastings. And it'll be a 1-and-1 situation. Hastings will go to the line. He has not been there today on the year 5 of 7. It was Scovin's third.
On the offensive side, every time you see those flashes of brilliance from Ian Plateo, even if it doesn't work out, you realize the kid just turned 18 years old. And he's playing against 21, 22-year-olds.
Hunter Adam, Sam Brown back in the ball game. 1-and-1, and the first is up and good for Hastings. He's up to 9 points. Hand has a game-high 14. Scovins with 12. He's the only Wildcat in double figures. Devin Brown is 9. And the second one was an air ball. Goes out of bounds. And it will go to the Wildcats. A full court man-to-man pressure applied here for Boston College. 5:36 to play. 53-44. The key against that is just getting it in bounds, because your guards can work one-on-one after that.
Yeah, I'm really surprised some of these coaches don't, when they come in that action, they don't go with more of a trapping defense.
Ian Plateo doing a little bit of a dance. A couple pivots, gets the bucket, and makes it an 11-point game.
My bad, partner.
That's all good. Still there. There was a little dance in the paint. Boston College has it on the right wing with Tays. Shot clock under 10. Tays almost traveled. Sam Brown almost tipped it. There's a drive, and Plateo going to get called for the foul. Got into Stiger as he was on the move. Parker Fredrickson's up off the bench. He'll enter the ball game for the Wildcats, who have an 11-point lead, 55-44 with 4:49 to play in this ball game. Shriners Children's Charleston Classic. Winner gets Utah State. Loser will take on Tulane. Winner plays at 9 o'clock on Sunday night. And Stiger misses the free throw. So we stay put in an 11-point game. Devin Brown exits the ball game as Fredrickson enters. And Stiger will get one more. Foul against Plateo was his first. And the second free throw is up and good. Back to a 10-point game, 55-45. Fredrickson can move on that baseline. He gets it in to Sam Brown, and he's going to go one-on-one against Tays and easily bring it across the midcourt stripe. Plateo just left to the top of the circle, hands it back to Brown. Sam Brown over to Fredrickson. Shot clock down to 10. 4.5 to play in the ball game. There's Hunter Adam. Puts it on the floor. Gets inside. And he started, he stopped, and he went up and he got the bucket. Nifty move there by Adam. It made it look like he was stuck. Maybe he was going to kick it. Instead, he went up with the shot and puts the Cats up 12.
Hunter's a fighter. His three-point shot hadn't gone down, but he keeps working, and that was a really crafty move.
There's a jumper that's no good, and almost looked like a push in the back against Plateo, but he's able to get the rebound. It was a miss by Taze as he was going one-on-one. Sam Brown played tightly, gets it off to Koval. He'll work against Hand. Bounce pass to Plateo, just shy of the left elbow. Brings it back out front. Spun the pass inside to Hunter Adam. Almost looked like a flop on the baseline, but they're going to get Hunter Adam for an offensive foul. And that'll take us to the under 4 timeout. 57-45 Wildcats. The ball go back to Boston College. When we come back, you're listening to Davidson Wildcat basketball from Learfield.
This is Matt McKillop, head men's basketball coach of your Davidson Wildcats, and I'm here for Martinizing Cleaners, the recognized industry leader in garment cleaning with over 70 years of innovation and experience. During the basketball season, every minute counts to prepare our student athletes for success on and off the court. That's why our staff trusts the family-owned and operated staff at Martinizing Cleaners for their reliable, convenient, and professional service for our game day suits. Learn more at martinizing.com or give them a call at their Huntersville or Mooresville locations and mention Wildcats for 15% off your next order. Thanks, and go Cats.
At River Run Country Club in Davidson, you don't have to live here to belong here. You'll feel right at home as you enjoy one of the top-ranked golf courses in the Carolinas or play one of the 16 tennis courts. And your family will love our pool featuring water slides and a lazy river. The chef's menu is second to none. One of the most beautiful facilities in the state. River Run provides a complete country club lifestyle for every member of the family. To learn more about membership options, visit riverruncc.com. That's riverruncc.com. At River Run, you don't have to live here to belong here.
As a proud supporter of Davidson College basketball, the team at Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet also stresses the staples of trust, commitment, and care. They care about their customers and have honest, out-the-door pricing with no hidden fees. Choose from a huge selection of Chevrolet cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet will be there after the sale with award-winning service. Go to the dealer you can trust, Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet. Find new roads on Highway 16 south of Newton and online at earnhardtchevy.com.
Located just south of campus on Main Street, Carburritos is a locally owned and operated casual dining Mexican restaurant. Carburritos offers outdoor and indoor dining options as well as takeout services. Orders can be placed online at visitcarburritos.com/Davidson. And Wildcat fans, single game and flexible mini packs are available for both men's and women's basketball now. Experience great basketball, family fun at an affordable price, and come out and support these great scholar athletes. Visit DavidsonWildcats.com. Click on the tickets tab for more information. 3:32 to play in this second half. Wildcats have a 12-point advantage here over Boston College.
Yeah, and for the fans out there listening, if you haven't seen, you might want to get those tickets for December 30th right away because we'll have a special guest there that night. Mr. Curry.
Little official interchange.
Correct.
With Steph. Wildcats on defense. They've been fantastic in this second half. There was a pass to the corner, the shot was missed, and there was the tip out. Give Boston College another opportunity, but that opportunity was just taken out of bounds. Big eraser in the corner by Sean Logan. Fantastic close. 12 on the shot clock. Payne is going to settle for an off-balance long-range jump shot. But the rebound was gobbled up by Hastings. Got some big boys on the inside, does BC. There's a drive and an off-balance shot. But a foul is called against Koval. They'll go to the line for two. It's Forte headed to the stripe. First shot is no good. Hand will return for Steger.
That last block by Sean was his 100th block in his Davidson career.
And Shine Logan hits the century mark as he took that one out of bounds, and ball goes out of bounds there, but it's going to go back to the Wildcats. It was 2 misses from the line, and Logan heads to the bench. Koval take it out of bounds. And full court man-to-man, Sam Brown able to circle back and take the inbounds pass. 2:50 to play in this second half. Wildcats trying to add to a 12-point lead here in the latter stages of this ball game. Sam Brown brings it out. It's right at the top of the circle. Fredrickson, catch on the move. Baseline, back outside. Scovins open 3, no good. Long rebound is taken by Payne. Gave it off, got it back. 57-45, 2:20 to play. Wildcats on top. Entry pass inside, backing his way in and missing a bunny, but getting his follow was Hastings. It's a 10-point game, 57-47. Hunter Adam tried to give it back to Koval under the bucket, and it was knocked out of bounds. So Koval will take it back out.
It looks like BC sticking with a really solid man-to-man press. Finally,
and Koval was going to get it across in time.
Yeah,
but the Davidson bench wanted a timeout.
They sent their first double team on the man-to-man press, and Cats executed it well and had it heading to the front court, but a timeout just in case.
So clock stops at 1:55. Wildcats up 57-47. They can take care of business here over the last couple of minutes. They will take on a Utah State team that looked really good against Tulane in the game before us. Be a 9 o'clock game.
Yeah, it was back and forth in the first half. It was tied at the half, 40-40, and Utah State came out of the half and really just ran through Tulane. Shot the ball really well in the second half.
Sam Brown will take it out just on the other side of half court on the sideline. And gets into the front court to Adam. And that one was taken away, and the Cats fortunate that Hastings got called for the foul on coming around. That is his third and team sixth. And Sam will inbound here from the sideline right in front of us. No, actually trade places as Parker comes over. 20 seconds back on that shot clock. Gets it into Koval. The bounce to Hunter Adam is left to the top of the circle. There's Sam Brown driving, spinning it off the glass, couldn't get it to go. He had a little bit of a weird angle, couldn't get the shot to fall. And at the other end, we had a follow tip dunk, but that's not going to count because the foul was on the initial shot by Payne. Scovins picks up his fourth, and Payne will go to the line for 2 shots. And Payne has not been to the line today, has 8 points. And he makes the first. The lead is under 10-9 at 57-48, 1:31 to play in the ball game. Wildcats scoring drought at 251. And Devin Brown will re-enter as Payne knocks both free throws down to make it an 8-point game. Looking in the box score, Nick Koval plus 26. That's more than double, I think, when he's on the floor.
For the fan out there, that means when he's been on the floor, the Cats are up a total of 26 points.
There's Scovan's on the right wing. He'll be doubled there. Gets it to Sam Brown. He'll kick it back out to Devin Brown. Wildcats play some keep away here with 1:14 to go. Koval, shot clock down, and he is fouled by Payne. So he'll go to the line for a 1-and-1. And the Wildcat faithful in the building can taste this one with 1:09 to play and an 8-point lead. BC in the ball game from the outside, 3 for 17. Wildcats 25%, 5 of 20 on Dale Earnhardt Chevrolet 3 balls. But Koval's at the line, and of course he makes the first. He remains perfect at the line. He was Rookie of the Week at the A-10. And he makes again. He's 20 for 20 from the stripe. He was averaging 15.5 in those 2 games last week. And Scovins comes out of the ball game. Logan is in. Forte brings it across. And that ball's on the floor. And getting on the floor was Parker and handed off to Sam Brown. And he is fouled in the backcourt by Hastings. And that's exactly why you get on the floor, to make a play.
Yeah, Coach Matheny said it this morning, the 50-50s are all about will and want to. And both Sam and Nick and Parker have shown that here of late. Devin Brown as well, earlier in the second half, deflecting the ball off Shaw there underneath.
Sam's first free throw no good.
I do think this game changed a lot when Kapke had to go out with those early 4 fouls.
It was a long distance 3 that was misfired, another one misfired, and another loose ball. BC will get another 3. They're not adding to their percentages, but one of these might go in. Forte misses as well, and we finally collect a rebound.
They're building the brick house there.
They definitely were building a brick house. And the final seconds are going to come on for this thing. The shot clock is off. Yeah, nice win for the Davidson Wildcats here today as the Cats go to 5-0 for the first time since the 2015-16 season with a 10-point victory, 59-49 here over Boston College. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with a post-game show powered by Ortho Carolina from Learfield.
With nationally recognized experts, robust research initiatives, and best-in-class innovative offerings, Ortho Carolina is your primary care physician for musculoskeletal care that is better at every step from start to finish. Ortho Carolina is committed to supporting athletes in their pursuit of excellence, both on and off the field. And we are honored to be the teammates of these dedicated student athletes, their coaches, and the surrounding Carolinas community. Learn more about Ortho Carolina at orthocarolina.com.
Wildcat fans, this is an exclusive message from our favorite pizza partner, Domino's Pizza, who is on site at every Davidson home game where concessions are sold.
Hey Davidson fans, this is Ryan from your local Domino's. Our family-owned company has an exclusive everyday offer just for you. Order online for delivery during any Davidson game day and use coupon code WILDCAT at checkout to receive 25% off your entire menu-priced order. That's right, 25% off everything using online code WILDCAT at checkout. And as always, go Cats!
This is the Davidson Basketball Postgame Report, powered by Ortho Carolina. Proud to serve as the official team physicians of the Davidson Wildcats. Coming up, we'll recap today's game, take a look at the final stats, and get the exclusive postgame comments from head coach Matt McKillop. Once again, here's the voice of Davidson basketball, Jared Latch.
Welcome back inside TD Arena. The Wildcats improve to 5-0 on the season and a nice win against an ACC opponent. in Boston College. 59-49 is the final score. The Wildcats will take on Utah State on Sunday night, a 9 o'clock tip time. Waiting on the final box score, but we can start to look at the numbers. On the computer here, the Wildcats shot 44%, 21 of 48. They were 5 of 20 from 3, 25%. 12 of 17 from the line, 71%. They only turned it over 7 times. Points off turnovers, 15-7. Total rebounds, plus 11 for Boston College. Points in the paint, evened out at 28 apiece. Bench scoring, 33-5. This game was tied 9 times. Lead changed 6 times, but the Wildcats had the lead for 27 minutes and 19 seconds. Look at individual numbers. Josh Scovins led the Cats with 12. 9 for Devin Brown, 6 apiece for Sean Logan and Nick Koval.